Good late evening, good people. Coming on to bring you guys a beautiful reading. So pull up, give me about 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes of your time to channel a message that could be conducive, okay, or could resonate with you in your situation, okay? If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate my OGs and my returnees. And if I did not introduce myself, I am the bald-headed Hierophant, okay? So I don't know exactly what the message will be, but we will discover that together. I've meditated on the cards, but the meditation was just to bring about a beautiful message. It wasn't me calling in any particular energy or asking for a particular message in advance, okay? So again, we're going to unfold this beautiful message together. So without further ado, I call in the spirit of sweet love, fulfillment, satisfaction, understanding, accuracy, honesty, wholeness, balance, blooming wellness, okay, prosperity, abundance. Talk to us. Show us what you know, Spirit. Make the message sweet. And thank you for using me as a trusted and true vessel to bring about this sweet message. Ashe. Let's go. I do not read reversals unless I am led to, okay? And I'm not feeling led to read reversals, okay? The cards are warm. They're ready. They're ready to read a sweet message. Oh, look at that, the Hierophant. If you've watched any of my past readings, I always say when that Hierophant card comes out, I am always honored because I am the bald-headed Hierophant, okay? But we do know that the Hierophant is talking about traditional values, okay? Some practicality in the ways of doing things, okay? Very natural ways of living, the natural laws, okay? So somebody may be tapping into natural magic, maybe working with the elements, maybe taking some time out to read up on different religious doctrines, or catching up on some books that may help you go deeper into your spiritual studies, okay? So let's keep going. But I do like the fact that the Hierophant is starting out this message. Hierophant is also representative of Taurus energy, okay? If you didn't know, which I'm sure if you're watching a reading, then you're probably familiar with tarot cards, whether you read them or not. But the Hierophant is the high priest, and right across from Taurus is Scorpio, the high priestess. So a lot of times when the Hierophant card does come out, I like to also incorporate Scorpio energy, because Scorpio and Taurus kind of vacillate on the same frequency. They because they're right across from each other, they share that axis, right? So this could also be very much so speaking to Scorpio energy. So Taurus and Scorpio thus far. The moon, okay, the moon. So far we have two major arcanas out. Now this moon card is an indication that something is hidden, okay, but something wants to come to full accumulation. Something wants to be said, done, shown, revealed, okay? So, and that is representative of Pisces, okay, and even Cancer. Now the Chariot card is what is represented as Cancer in the tarot, but we know that Mother Moon, okay, is Cancer's representative, okay? Cancer energy is represented by the moon in astrology, okay? In astrology and in zodiacal energy, it's Cancer. But in tarot, the moon is represented by Pisces, okay? Just a little quick lesson for you guys if you didn't know that. Something turn over. Yes. Okay. And now we have the 8 of inspiration, which is the 8 of wands in this deck. There's some balance coming for someone very soon. Very soon. Some type of 7 of inspiration. That's the 7 of wands, okay? So there's something that you're going to have, something that you've been not necessarily battling with, but standing your ground about, okay? Something about that is about to come to full accumulation. Somebody, what I'm feeling like thus far, and I'm going to pull more cards, but just let me tell you what I'm feeling so far. It feels like you've been fighting a cause all alone by yourself. You didn't want to share it with anybody. It's something that you went head into and decided, I am strong enough, wise enough, enlightened enough, insightful enough to handle this by myself. I'm going to fight this battle by myself. And it got heavy. It got overwhelming at times, but you didn't give up. Okay. I believe you had to become, because you feel very strongly. You're standing in your own constitution about something. So you are defending your position, okay? And yes, you probably had to become a little aggressive. Yes, you probably became a little defiant because you were not going to allow people to remove you from this truth, okay? From this, whatever this thing is that you believe so wholeheartedly about, okay? So I feel like I'm speaking to a fighter type energy. So now I'm picking up on Aries, okay? Maybe even Sag energy, but you have stayed the course and you have fought the good fight. And whatever you had a particular type of result that you wanted to see. And I see it streaming, coming straight to you. I see it streaming and coming straight to you. Okay. Let's keep going. Thank you, Spirit, and show me more. Yes, absolutely. The 4 of swords, okay? So now it's like you can contemplate. You can rest. I feel like, oh, Ashe. And I know what I'm going to name this reading because I already see it unfolding. It's like you got a quiet preparation going on. You've already made the noise. You've already rung the bells. You've already spoke all that needed to be said. You've done everything that you were supposed to do. And now you just chilling because you know that this outcome, the favorable outcome, the result that you called out for is on its way. You don't really have to do anything else. This is you. You are resting and preparing quietly now because you don't have to make no more noise. It's almost like Spirit has told you, okay, hush, you've arrived. Hush, you've arrived. You see everything that you need to see. You've heard everything you needed to hear. You know everything that you need to know. So everything that you've done up until this point has been enough. There's nothing else that needs to be done other than you just relaxing and waiting on the favorable outcome. You've already did everything, literally. And I believe that you encountered some people that really tried to steal your joy. They really tried to steal your shine. They really tried to steal your idea. They really tried to steal you. Right? You ran into some people who, like, you really had to defend your positions. For some of you, it got physical. For some of you, it got physical. But you did not back down. I think for some of you, you called out to another side of yourself to help you through this. Like let's just say if you were a tender soul, somebody who doesn't normally get aggressive, somebody who normally doesn't have to give in to real quick action. You're somebody who normally, thinks about things and, it takes their time. I think you called out to an energy within you. You had to talk to you had to put the beauty to the side and call out to the beast in you to help you stay, that brought you stamina. I'll just say that. It helped you stay the course. I feel like for some of you, there were times you wanted to give up. Now, for a few of you, this is pertaining to what you believe. It's pertaining to your spirituality. It's pertaining to a newfound system that you decided to devote yourself to. Okay. And maybe you had family, friends, a lover, okay, or a foundation, a community, a brotherhood, a sisterhood that tried to come against you. Okay. And you had to fight for what you believe because you didn't just choose said thing for the hell of it. You were called to it or you were drawn to it. Okay. So there was no turning back. There was no, okay, I hear y'all. I won't do this. I'm sorry. And so for me to get choked up like that, I know I'm speaking to some Tauruses for sure, that throat chakra. So I'm also speaking to somebody who, for the most part, you would never speak up for yourself when it came to whatever this thing is that you had to defend yourself against, okay? Or not defend, well, the people that you had to defend yourself against, but you never spoke up about the thing you were defending. I think for a long time you moved in it secretly. I believe that's why this moon card is here, okay? Because it was something that you did not reveal. It was hidden. You moved in it and you lived in it secretly, and it was one of your hidden dark taboos. It was a secret, and maybe just a few of you only knew, a few people that you knew only knew about it. But once you begin to walk in it a little more, you begin to have more cosmic communication. You begin to have more, what's the word? You begin to have more, direct communication. I say thank you. Direct communication with spirit, your higher self, ancestors, ascended masters, guides, deities, maybe even demons. I don't know. It depends on what what this is talking about, because it's different for everybody. But the deeper you got, the more you realize it was where you were supposed to be, because you start receiving communication and getting direct answers and getting direct directions, receiving direct things that was letting you know that this is where you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. So hope I haven't gotten long-winded and lost you guys, but a lot of information just flooded in. Okay. But either way, wherever you're at this very moment, either you already know to rest, or you're being told and encouraged to quieten down. Now it's time for the quiet preparation of the wind. I feel a wind coming in, like W-I-N, not W-I-N-D. A wind is coming in. Something is about to work out in your favor, and it is coming in quickly. Okay. Whew, okay. So let's pull more cards. Thank you, Spirit, and show me more. Show me clearly. Oh, absolutely. The Magician and the Nine of Pentacles. I told you, there is a wind coming in. Listen, come on now. There is a wind coming in, because you've been moving in this energy right here. And just because it says Magician doesn't necessarily mean you've been, abracadabra, ta-da. Some of you absolutely have. But a lot of times, and more than anything, when the Magician comes out, it's talking about the alchemy you've done on yourself. It's talking about the self-mastery. It's talking about the inner work and the inner acceptance and the outward expression of the acceptance. Okay, so when you see that Magician card, think of self-work. Think of the balancing of everything within you and accepting all of you, okay? Because that's really what the Magician card is about. Now, of course, if this was another type of reading and we were doing a reading on, some spell work, some ritual, if somebody had done something to you and all of that, it would mean something different. But in this particular spread, with this particular reading, it goes right in alignment with what I had already said, that something is coming in because of everything that you've already done. You can quieten down now and just prepare for the win. And if you know anything about the 9 of Pentacles, then you know that that is a big old win, okay? The 9 of Pentacles is about attainment. But that attainment came from self-discipline, self-reliance, and refinement, okay? Refinement. That's why you're being told to just chill. You've done everything that you are supposed to do. Prepare for the quiet preparation. It's given me, and I don't know the quote in the Bible verbatim, but I'm going to find it before I upload this and put it in the description. But it's given, the Lord will prepare a table before my enemies for me. The Lord will prepare a table for me in front of my enemies. That's what this is given. And see, now I want to make that the title. But I think I'm still going to keep quiet preparation, but I'm probably going to add that Bible verse because I'm getting that energy so heavily right now that, ooh-wee. Okay. Things are being made right for you. This win is going to be so gigantic, and it's going to happen right in front of the very people that was saying nay, that was laughing, that was picking, that was heckling, the jokesters, the tricksters, all of those people that you had to come up against, okay? Those 7 of Wands moments when you had to become aggressive and defiant, okay? To stand your ground and defend your position. Everybody that you experienced that with is getting ready to see you level up so high, so fast, and so quick. Let's see what they're gonna do. show me clearly, Spirit. And I'm still, listen. What are the haters doing? Show me clearly. What are the haters doing? It's not really gonna be much they can do other than sit back and hate, right? Yeah, they're gonna move on. That's the 10 of Wands. That's feeling. Listen, the 10 of Wands is about a burden. They struggling. Listen. Hallelujah. Listen, them haters are finna be so mad. You know why? Because they have overextended themselves trying to make sure that you don't get this. Okay? They have done everything in their power to make sure that you don't rise up to the very thing that you stood out for. Okay? Some of these people were your people. They were your friends. They were your family. They were lovers. Okay? Not all of them were haters. Some of these people were close to you, and when you decided to move in your own lane and toot your own horn and dance to the beat of your own drums, they became envious and jealous and angry. Okay? And again, like I said earlier, for some of y'all, it became physical. For some of y'all, you got into physical altercations with family, friends, people, because you stood your ground on what you believed. And I don't think you fought physically for what you believe. I think you was fighting because you got they was disrespecting you. Okay, so somebody ran up. Okay, and like the old school song says, punks run up to get beat down. So I think you put the beat down on somebody or somebody's. Okay, and if it wasn't physical, then it was a verbal beat down. But either way, baby, they moving on, because that's what the 10 of Wands is all about. They are burdened with the fact that nothing they did stopped you from elevating. Okay, nothing they did. Now, for a few of you, you may have had some people that did try to do some little reverse magic, okay, because they saw your alchemy, they saw you changing, they saw you becoming enlightened, they saw you becoming right in front of their eyes. Okay, so maybe they themselves were just old loose magicians. And what I mean by that is they don't really know the art of magic, but they understand the power of their words. So they may have said some stuff that they thought was going to stop you from this. Okay, they thought that it was going to stop you from the attainment. They thought it was going to stop you from gaining. But everything that they said to you, about you, or over you, in your face or behind your back, has literally turned back around and became a burden on them. So now they're struggling, okay, because they went overboard. They stretched themselves to try to stop you, and it backfired. Okay, so everything that they threw on you ain't done nothing but bounce back on them. And ain't that what our parents taught us when we were little? You know, don't point the finger, because, you know, if you point the finger, then there's 3 more pointing back at you, right? So these people, that person, you know, whoever this is, because this is going to be different for everybody. For some of you, it's a group of people. For some of you, it's 1 or 2, right? So whoever those people are, and Spirit just told me, Asha, you're going to see their struggle. You're going to see their burden. You're going to see their downfall. But you are told to absolutely not engage in laughing at them. This is not an eye high. That's what you get, because you don't waste no energy doing to them what they did to you. Okay, because they getting their ass whooped, and it ain't even got nothing to do with you. They're getting their ass whooped because they really should have just shut their mouths, right? You don't mess with God's children. Okay, you don't mess with God's children. And just because you don't necessarily believe in their God doesn't believe you don't believe in a God. See, your God got your back, right? Spirit, show me more if there's more. Thank you. Show me more if there's more. Ashe. Yes, strength and the wheel of fortune. If this reading can't get no better. Listen, Linda. The strength and the wheel of fortune. Your resolve, your rewards, the spoils that you are about to attain. Okay, because remember, what did I tell you about the 9 of materials? That's all about attainment. All of that self-discipline, all of that self-talk, that self-love, that self-acceptance, that refinement, because ultimately that's what that means. All that refinement that you did on yourself and over yourself has ultimately put you in the most confident position. This is also an indication that there is something coming in August in Leo season, possibly around that Lionsgate portal, that 8 energy. Okay, August 8th. So look for that. Okay, be prepared. Your quiet preparation could come to a head, and you could receive some type of wheel of fortune type of events around that time. But most definitely Leo season, look for it. Okay, but the things that you're being blessed with right here, you know, is just, it's awesome. And I'm hearing the word automatic. I don't know why. I'm hearing the word automatic. I don't know. Place that word where it belongs for you. Maybe you use that word often. I don't know. Maybe it's a song. Maybe, I don't know. But I just heard the word automatic. There is some, the wheels are turning, and they turn it in your favor. I think your willpower, because you willed it to the good, okay? Because even when you had to show up and show out on them 7 of Wands people, you didn't do that out of being ratchet and hateful. You had to call on beast energy to protect yourself, okay? So because you never operated outside of your divinity, you know, I believe that's why you're being graced and blessed with this wheel of fortune, okay? Graced and blessed with this attainment, graced and blessed with the strength, okay? Not to mention that I feel like I'm also speaking to someone who knows their spirit guides, and you know that they are gigantic, number one, and they follow you everywhere. Like, you know, this ain't something that somebody just told you and you hope that you're covered. You know, like, I'm speaking to somebody who probably has maybe seen them in a dream, or maybe you went into meditation and saw them, or you can just feel them around you. Okay, you have some big old spirit guides that are leading, guiding, protecting, supporting, assisting, and loving all on you. Okay, so you have not been alone through this whole thing. You've been very guided and very protected. Okay, let me look and see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's the 8 of voices. You know what? And it's the 8 of swords. I want you to calm your mind right now, because for a few of you, I believe that it's been a long time coming. So you may be playing some of the stuff that you had to endure, some of the things that was said to you. You may be playing that stuff back in your head over and over and over, and it's causing you to feel powerless. Every time you replay what somebody said to you, you feel restricted. Or every time because sometimes that's what happens. When people say stuff and do stuff to us that we know we didn't deserve to have happen to us, or we didn't deserve for you to say that to us, and we replay it, each time it feels like it just happened. So you relive that stab all over again. So Spirit is telling me to tell you, stop that. You have got to let it go. Spirit is handling your enemies. Okay, Spirit is handling your enemies. Not only is there a table being built in front of your enemies for you, but your enemies are being handled. I told you they are being stricken. They are being stricken down with burden and struggle and depression, because they did the most to try to put that upon you, but it is turned around and been put upon them. So come out of your head. Come out of your head, okay? You don't need to worry about a thing. All is well, okay? Denounce that confusion that's trying to come over you, okay? Cast that powerlessness feeling down to the void. You are not powerless. You are mighty. Do you hear me? And are protected by mighty ones. I am done, because I could go on and on and on. So I have to stop myself right now, because this is a beautiful message, and I could just pull and pull and talk because I'm very inspired. This message is absolutely wonderful. And congratulations to whoever you are. And I want to see you, whoever you are, continue to move in your light, in your power, and in your authority, because you deserve it, okay? If you've watched this message in its entirety, thank you so much. May you receive all that time back, as well as your power and your strength and your will of fortune, right? All right, good people. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.